Alright, what's up guys? My guy friend Ian here. I'm going to show you guys a wrist tape job for a hyperextended injury that he did to his wrist here. So what he was playing a soccer game. He's a goalie, made a great save on a shot that came to him, and his wrist just went into a little bit too much hyperextension. And so yeah, let's get started. So what I'm going to start out here is have him bend his arm a little bit, 90-degree angle, keeping his hands spread out wide, almost in a flex motion. What he's going to do, he can turn it to me and balance it on my stomach here just to keep it a little bit more balanced. Got a little bit of pre-wrap right here, and I'm going to first off start out like mid-lower of his forearm. And what we use to pre-wrap is just to make sure we don't tape his hairs and rip all his hairs off. And then what you're just going to do is just go all the way up until just right above his knuckles. Go on from there. So after I apply the pre-wrap, I'm going to do 2 anchors at the proximal end of his forearm right here. And again, when you do these anchors, you don't want to do it too tight. Is that too tight?
No, you're good.
So yeah, you always want to ask your patient to make sure it's comfortable for them, not just you doing the tape job, because they're the ones with the injury. They're the ones that knows what's too tight, what's not too tight. So, got my 2 anchors right here. I'm going to do 1 more anchor on the distal end right here, just right above his fingertips. Always make sure you go in line with the tape. You don't want it to bend or go either which way, or else it's just not going to look as good. So now what I'm going to do is create a fan weave to help out that hyperextension so it doesn't go into too much hyperextension. So what I'm going to do is measure out from his distal to proximal end right here, and then create a little bit of fan weave. So what it is, you create 1 tape that goes straight down the middle, and then you create 2 tapes that form an X across from it. So that is about the same distance. Doesn't have to be perfect, but close to the same distance. And again, right now I'm only going to do 1 fan weave. Usually, if I really didn't want to get into that hyperextension mode, I do 2 fan weaves to make it stronger, but for now we're just going to do 1. So after I form that X, I'm going to do 1 more tape right down the middle. Make sure it help out with the strength of it. So yeah, right down the middle, and wrap this. I got my fan weave right here. So what I'm going to do now is, as his hands flex right here, I'm going to have him just go in a little bit of hyperflexion. Not too much hyperflexion, because if it is too much, won't be able to function. So you just want just a little bit of hyperflexion. Just a little bit right there is good. And then place the tape on the palm. As you place from distal to proximal end right here, as it stays a little bit hyperflexed. And then after you got that, you're going to anchor it down again on the distal, or on the proximal end right here. What I'm going to do is just do 2 anchors again. And do 1 more anchor. And then do 1 more anchor on the distal end, just to make sure it is locked down with the strength of it. Now as I go down with this anchor, on this last portion, I'm just going to wrap around now where his thumb is, just to get rid of these windows right here. Make sure the tape job looks nice. Again, I might be running out of tape here. Once you run out of tape, make sure you always got another one ready, just so it makes it look good. I might get lucky. I just found out right here. Make sure again you check for any windows. If there's any like black windows and you just want it to look perfect, go again all the way around. Make sure you go in line with the tape, creating that last anchor, so on. So yeah, there you go, guys. There's a wrist tape job for hyperextension injury. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching.